Come on. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Where we do not teach you how to rise to the occasion. What we teach you here is how to fall to your level of preparation. Hey man, coordinates Sunday, I believe it's October 12th, 2025. The Sunday morning after a college football debacle in my world, being born and raised in Maryland and being a diehard, absolute psychotic diehard Michigan Wolverines fan. Either way you spin it. Also, again, if there was another team that I like to see do well, it's Florida State. All three took L's, bad L's, absolutely horrendous L's yesterday. And not only they took L's, but you saw Penn State take a nasty L. You saw Oklahoma, they take L. I mean, if we could say anything when it comes to this year, the 2025 college football season, is that it is wide the fuck open. Oregon took a L to Indiana. I mean, we have absolutely no idea how this thing is going to turn out. And if anything, I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of things to say, and a lot of things to get to when it comes to just the takeaways and how it relates to business, how it relates to life, how it relates to how you should be operating when it comes to how you handle adversity, how you handle the things, and how you deal with your day-to-day, and how you manage, and all those kinds of things. All those lessons are coming not only in this Move Swiftly thought, but they're coming throughout the week when it comes to just mentally adjusting. Is you got to understand everything is day by day, man. Everything, you got to take the day in stride. You cannot just expect certain things to happen because this one lost to this one and this one lost this one. And what we saw, in fact, we'll start off just like this, right? So yesterday, I'll repeat, because I'm a diehard Michigan Wolverines fan, I was locked into that game that ass kicking that we took from USC. I was locked into that game all night. And one of the things that happened within the blink of an eye was USC lost their starting running back, and so did we. We lost our starting running back, Justice Haynes, to an injury, right? And I think the graphic got up there. They put the graphic up there in which those were the two leading Big Ten running backs, and just like that, within the blink of an eye, boom, they're out. Both of them. I looked like the USC running back. It looked like his injury was a little more severe than Justice Haynes, but bottom line is they were both out. What ended up happening was USC brought in a tailback, and he ran up and down the field on us, and they did not miss a beat, right? So what you have to take away from all of that, and this happens in every single season, every single team goes through some injury. Again, look at the Penn State situation. They lost their quarterback for the season. It happens over and over again. And I mean, even Bryce Underwood, he got up hobbling at some point, right? You have to make sure that you are setting a tone and setting a standard and setting a quality locker room, not only locker room. Again, I'm going to say locker room, but it's also when it comes to your employees, when it comes to the people that you bring in, you got to make sure you're bringing in high quality, high character, high standard people that have a high standard for what it is they do, high standard for what it is they want to do, a high standard because you never know when it's going to be your time to step up to the plate, when it's going to be your time to say, look, somebody went down and I got to step up and I got to figure it out. That's what happened last night when it comes to Michigan, is we did not have a level of, we didn't start playing with a level of pride. We got the ball ran right down our throat. We got guys running around blocks. We got, screen plays, and the adjustments. We're outcoached, outplayed, the whole thing. And we're lucky we only lost by, it was only, a 2-touchdown loss. It could have been you could have blinked and it could have easily been 56-7. That's how bad Michigan was playing, all right? And all that being said, you gotta also preference it by saying this. Look at what happened. Look at what happened the next morning. The sun came up, right? The sun came up, and I'd say the same thing for not only Michigan, but Penn State, Maryland, Florida State. Doesn't matter what team took it out, even Oklahoma. The sun came up the next morning. Look at it. Sun came up the next morning, and now you got to figure out, hey, what am I really made of, right? Because that's life. That's the way life is going to be period. That's the way life is going to be, period. You're going to take your L's. You're going to take your L's. They're going to be some really fucked up days, some days that are just suck. And you got to accept the fact that when that sun comes up the next morning, you got to swallow it, you got to eat it, and you got to take your shit up. You got to take your shit up a notch and go to the next level. Me, myself, again, I got another 10-mile run in because I was shrugging it off. And it's like, look, I got place to be. I got church to go go to this morning. There's so many great things happening for me throughout this week, and we got to shrug off those losses and get better. That's the bottom line to it. That's life. That's the way it's going to work, all right? So, again, all that being said, this is what we're going to be diving into throughout the entire week. How do you mentally adjust throughout the week? How do you mentally adjust? Main website to check out to dive deeper into all that, especially when it comes to the employee development workshops and all the work I do. It's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYaMove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.